Today is Monday, February 14th. Time for the Chair to Stay Alive. Happy Monday and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have all done your shopping and all that kind of good stuff. So I wasn't here Thursday, but I am back today. And so I've gotten a lot of feedback on should I talk about some of the crazy bills that are working its way through our legislature. And I say yes. I say that it is important that you know what is happening. And I'm hoping that it fires you up and it makes you know that you need to keep working. Because if we allow it to go unchecked, Lord knows how far back in time we will go with the laws in Oklahoma. So I particularly wanted to talk about House Bill 2973. I'm going to, in summary, call it the conversion therapy bill. What this does is this gives parents um, the ability to send their kids through conversion therapy. And what conversion therapy is aimed at is changing one's gender identity or sexual orientation through, I don't know, bullying, beating them up. I don't know, because the fact of the matter is that it's not a choice. It is who, you know, people are who they are, and no amount of browbeating is going to change who it is that they are drawn to love. Um, what bothers me about this is that we know through research, through studies, through knowing people that conversion therapy is dangerous. It leads to, beyond the fact that it doesn't work, right, Wayne? It does not work, but it is so incredibly harmful to the psyche of these folks, and it's usually young teens that are subjected to this, and it increases the suicide rate in our community as a state. And is that something we want to do? And what is the obsession from some of our legislators with who some people choose to love? What is the obsession with someone's gender identity or sexual orientation? Why can't we just move on past it? Um, the fact that in 2022, Oklahoma has taken on this bill is shameful to me. Um, we know it doesn't work. Additionally, this bill would give someone a license to be a conversion therapist. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. So we're going to make up a license to torture people, because that's all it is. It is torture. Um, we were scheduled to have an advocate against um, conversion therapy come speak with us, who is a survivor. And I don't think I'm telling anything out of school. He's told his story. He's done a lot of research and he's done the work. And he is in the middle of his PhD candidacy, and we couldn't get our schedules together, but he did submit a statement. And I wanted to share the statement. This is from Sage Mauldin, who is a member of the LGBTQIA2S community, who has been fighting against conversion therapy and is a survivor of conversion therapy. I have been completely beside myself. It is unconscionable that some of our elected officials would use their position to block any efforts to protect youth from harm. But this is precisely what Representative Olson, his House bill, endeavors to do. If House Bill 2973 is enshrined into law, cities would be preempted from prohibiting conversion therapy, a harmful medically discredited practice that attempts to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. It would also allow licensed mental health providers to carry out conversion therapy. Representative Olson is attempting to characterize HB 2973 as a freedom of choice bill. Remember that, because I'm coming back to freedom of choice. It is not. It is a bill utterly bereft of humanity that seeks to make it illegal for cities to protect the most vulnerable. As Oklahomans watch with bated breath, I hope our legislative body does right by our youth and blocks HB 2973. So currently, the majority party in our state is putting up all of these bills, calling them freedom of choice bills, and talking about how a parent's choice should be recognized, and how a person's choice should be recognized. But it should be recognized if we want to torture our kid, and it should be recognized if they don't want a vaccine. But in other instances, there is no such choice. I'm asking for some consistency. I've been thinking about talking about this bill for a week, and I have not been able to articulate it in an intelligent way, because there's nothing intelligent about this bill. This bill is inhumane. And these are the kinds of bills, this and the bathroom bills and the who can participate in sports. And let's not talk about the history of folks who are a member of the LGBTQIA2S community. All of these things that birth certificates, and there's only a man and a woman, all of these things seeks to silence the voice of a large part of our community, our neighbors, people we work with, people we love, our cousins, brothers, sisters. This is not how we band together as a state. This is not how we grow as a state. And this is not how we arrive at being a top 10 state. But right now, they have the majority. This bill has a better chance of getting heard than the ballot curing bill, which is a bill aimed at if you forget to sign one part of your ballot, or if you forget to have it notarized, giving you an opportunity to get it fixed. That bill is likely not to get heard. This bill is more likely to get heard because they have a majority. We have got to introduce some balance into our legislature by electing more Democrats. We have to get some balance so that when someone says, hey, I'm going to run a bill on conversion therapy, even though it's been discredited and nobody believes it's real, that everybody else in the room says, hey, not a good idea. Let's hear some bills that are actually help Oklahomans. Because that's the other thing. Who is conversion therapy aimed at helping? Who is helped by torturing young people? Who is helped by making this young person deny who they are? No one. And so let's hold our elected officials accountable and ask the question of every single bill that puts up there, who does this bill help? And I try to put on my hat, my homophobic hat, I guess, I don't know, and try to figure out who this bill helps. And I cannot imagine who the bill helps. Who is it aimed at helping? It's not. We don't have time to be considering bills that aren't helping Oklahomans. This is why, if you're thinking about running for office, you need to make the decision now. And you need to start gathering your people and gathering your support, because the filing deadline to run for office is April 15th. These are the kinds of bills that are being heard in our legislature. Thanks for joining me. I will be back tomorrow at 4:15. You guys have a great day.